Hey guys, what's up? It's Drunken Phoenix here. Welcome back to my channel. So you all know the balance patch for Tekken 8, patch 1.04 has been revealed today, and it will go into effect early next week, I believe. And this is like a really pivotal patch for the game because everybody and their mama has been complaining about the direction and the balance and just the overall mechanics of Tekken 8 and how busted and aggressive the game is, and how there's a lot of things that really need to be changed. Like a lot of characters need to be nerfed, and yeah, so I feel like this patch is really pivotal because it can pretty much make or break the game. Not saying that if it's like a bad patch that the game would just die like tomorrow, but I think it would definitely put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth, and it would have like a slow decline in the player base. So this is a really important patch. So I want to just go over some of the things I guess that I'm interested in. So one of the things I'm interested in was the heat system. I feel like the heat system needs to be nerfed. It doesn't seem like they've really done that. I think what I would say, I think there needs to, in my opinion, I think it should have been like heat smashes should take less damage, and the heat burst, I feel like the range on it is too much, and it's just it kind of kills the the overall flow of the match, or like the momentum. I feel like the range. But anyway, I want to read over some of these things. So as far as heat burst, the pushback collision detection of the opponent upon aerial hit has been expanded upwards, making it more difficult to jump over the opponent. So basically, it looks like it's going to be even harder to deal with the heat burst. Okay. The unnatural looking animation occurring when clashing with the opponent's striking attack has been corrected. Instances where the positioning became strange when opponent blocks your attack near the wall have been alleviated. Okay, so this doesn't really look like they changed anything of the core of the heat system. The heat smash, there was a strange positioning when hit near the wall for certain characters. So the heat system has not been affected pretty much. They changed some things. It's like they're saying a lot, but it's not really saying anything, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like the heat system is quite oppressive. I really feel like they should do something to nerf it. But anyway, this is like a lot of boring stuff. Oh, this is actually really interesting. Throws. They increased the input window for throw escapes when the throw is a counter hit from 10 frames to 14 frames. So it would be much easier to break throws in this game. Like you have much more time. And they added sound effects when throw counters to hit to make the situation clearer. And they fixed an issue where certain throw moves did not replenish recoverable health when hitting. So I think this is a very, very monumental change right now, because we know they added counter hit throws in the game, and they can be quite difficult to break, and it's like a very short window, and they really have increased the window frame. They increased the time that you have to break the throw. So I guess I play Xiao Yu, and Xiao Yu has a pretty good throw game. Like the only thing she's missing really is just a exclusive one break. But with her 2 breaks, her 1+2 breaks, her throw mix-ups from stances, as well as her waning moon, those are some really solid throws. And unfortunately for me, my opponents are going to have an easier time being able to break them on counter hit. But I don't think that's necessarily a negative thing, because I can see how throws already can track in this game, and throws are already very strong in this game, and it could be difficult to deal with for the average person. This was also really interesting, the balance for the character unique throws, and my character Xiao Yu is on this list. So basically for aerial combo capable throws, so pretty much for launch, from launch throws that put you in launch, they standardized the attack start to 14 frames across the board. So Xiao Yu's waning moon will now be 14 frame animation, so much more easier to see and much easier to break. Same with June and Asuka's crouching throw, when they're like, I think when they're in crouch or something, is the throw that they have when they're just like, they just like crouch and just grab you by your head and just throw you in the air. So I'm actually really happy that those throws got nerfed. But of course it hurts that Xiao Yu's throw got nerfed. But she gets she can get like almost like 80 damage from that throw. So it's kind of fair. That also includes lost throw, where he kicks you up in the air and launch you. So yeah, that's a nerf for these characters. But I guess it's kind of warranted. What else? This is interesting. In Tekken 8, for command techniques using quarter circle back and quarter circle forward, once the directional input is completed within within the specified time frame, the move could be executed regardless of the subsequent directional input. However, due to frequent unintended activations caused by this mechanism, it has been modified to accept the final directional input specified for the move command. Okay. What's this? Aerial tails. Wow, I want to see the wild running stomp. What's that? Change change to prevent triggering floor break, hard floor break, and floor blast on air hits. This adjustment was made to address instances where the positioning after landing became irregular. Okay, so let's get to some of the characters I want to see. So, I'm not going to go over every single character. That would take way too much time. But there are a few I'm interested in. So I'm interested in, obviously, with as far as the A section, I want to see Algecina. I want to see what they've done to her, because she is someone that really, like, she's like one of the top tiers that really need to come down some due to just the broken moves that she have. So they said, based on the overall direction of volume or of patch 1.04, adjustments were made to suppress the outstanding performance of certain moves. Algecina relies on low risk pokes, which were overly effective. The performance of such moves has been toned down while enhancing the performance of moves related to special stances. To make it easier to fight with Algecina's distinctive playstyle, further improvements to the performance of moves related to special actions are planned for the next update. So they have another patch they're planning. So I don't know why they wouldn't just change it now, but okay. So anyway, I really want to know what they've done. So during Rage, the forward movement when intercepting the opponent's attack has been increased, alleviating issues of whipping in certain situations. Okay, this next one right here, this nerf is really good, substantial for her. So this is like her 1-1 jab. So it is finally going to be unsafe. It's going to be -10 on block now. So you can finally punish that, because I know this character had a lot of questionable properties on her moves. Like, so many things were like safe, but I'm like, why is that safe? And she just gets so much momentum. She got some more nerfs. So I'm not sure what 2-1 is, but the recovery time has been increased, so she recover a little bit faster, and the frame advantage on block has been changed from -3 to -7. So the frame advantage on hit has been changed from +7 to. So I guess this was a move that once she basically, it's a safe move, but I guess they made it. It's still safe, but it just won't be as much of a hassle dealing with the plus frames, I guess. I really want to go down to Wild Running 3-2, because that was the one that they really, this one. This was like the big one right here. I mean, you can see she got other nerfs, which are deserved. But for this one, I know they nerfed this already in like the emergency patch right before the tournament, but it seems like they did something else to it again. So the damage of the second attack has been changed from 27 to 20, which is a substantial damage nerf, and the frame advantage on block has been changed from +5 to +2. And I think that's what they should have done. Because that move was crazy. That move was stupid, you guys, and we all know. And the way that she's able to have so many frames on block and then continue to like throw it out there like it's nothing. So that's really good. I'm really proud of them for not proud, but I'm like really happy that they finally gave Algecina the nerfs that she needed. Like, she's been, they nerfed like some more damage. As you can see, her down back 3 and down back 4. Wait, her down back 3. No, her down back 4. I get my numbers mixed up. Her down back 4 has been nerfed with the damage has went from 17 to 13, but they did buff the down back 3 from 12 to 14. But I mean, the main thing is, it looks like they gave her some substantial nerfs which she needed. Brian, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. This was one. Um, they buffed him quite a bit. They really buffed him quite a bit. Um, like even in his heat, during heat, I guess this is like his heat smash or something. The damage has increased from 45 to 55, and the frame advantage on block went from 9 frames to 15 frames. So if you thought Brian was oppressive before, he's really going to be oppressive now in heat. Um, they gave this guy a lot of nerfs. I'm not sure why. Was he weak before? Um, yeah, it looks like Brian's going to still be Brian, but he's going to be much stronger apparently. Like they really like these frames are crazy. Look at this. So when he's doing Snake Eyes, the third hit can be delayed. The consumption of the heat has been changed from 240 frames to 150 frames. The frame advantage on block. Yeah, this. I mean, and I see the arrows up. I guess this is plus frame bullcrap. Let me see. Who am I interested in now? I want to see Dragunov, his changes. So I saw his changes actually. I think they've done a good job nerfing him. His hatchet kick, which was down back 3-4, that has they finally nerfed that, which it needed to be nerfed because that move was so oppressive and so crazy. And the way, and even just the fact that it can hit you when you're on the ground, and it's like he could just keep throwing it out. Like that really needed to go. So the forward movement has been reduced, resulting in a shorter reach. So I guess that means they kind of decreased the range on it. The increased distance between Dragunov and the opponent upon ground and down hits. So I guess if he hits you with this move grounded, when you're grounded, I guess he'll be further away. So they won't be able to just keep spamming it, because not only are the frames on it so dumb, it takes a lot of damage. They added 4 frames of recovery time, changing the frame advantage on hit from +7 to +3. And they altered Dragunov's behavior when blocking to ensure that any character can punish with an aerial combo starter. So if you block this move, so I guess this move was launch punishable. I had no idea. Literally had no idea. It should be. But yeah, I'm glad that it's not as oppressive. I think even his while running 2 has gotten nerfed quite a bit. So the frame advantage on block was +6 to +4, which I think is good. The damage has went from 30 to 26. The damage, and that's for, and now they say there's a standard version. The damage of the standard version, I guess the top part was when he's like, if you input it quickly. And the damage of the standard version has been changed from 25 to 22. And yeah, so it looks like they nerfed his while running 2, which is great, because that it's a great move, and he still has his identity. Like it's like a mid powerhouse with a lot of plus frames, but it's just not as oppressive as it was in the past, because Dragunov is crazy good right now, and they really needed to do that. So it looks like they nerfed quite a few other things. A recovery time for a lot of moves has been increased for him. So yeah, it'll be much more tolerable to go against Dragunov now. I mean, he's still going to be good. He still is going to have. I think there was something they changed where they decreased his combo damage. They decreased the damage on a lot of his moves. But yeah, yeah, I think that's good. They did good Dragunov. Eddie, not too many changes I'm interested in. Fang Wei is one that I think they really needed to nerf. I don't know why they won't nerf this guy. Like, let's see what they did. I mean, it looks like they gave him some nerfs. Like his Wild Rising 1+2, the input window for punch parry has been changed from 3 to 8 frames to 5 to 8 frames. Okay. They changed the damage on his back-facing forward 3. No, forward 3. What move is that? What is fourth? Oh, isn't that the move where he jumps like a launcher, right? Isn't that like, I think it is. But they changed the damage on it from 35 to 33. So I mean that's something, I guess. I don't think that's the biggest problem this character has. They changed the damage of his up 4 to 3 from 20 to 16. So that's good nerf. His back 1+2. The collision detection with the opponent has been adjusted, mitigating cases where the opponent's punish would not connect. Okay, so isn't back 1+2, if I'm not mistaken, I think, isn't that his I can't remember. Is that his shoulder move? Because that's the move that really needs to be nerfed the most. That move is crazy strong. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Fang has gotten some decent nerfs. Not enough, if you ask me. That character is freaking insane. I don't know why they refuse to touch him. Harong gets the same. Jack seems to have gotten a lot of buffs. I'm not really happy with that as a Xiaoyu player. June has got gutted. I remember seeing that her healing powers basically. Oh yeah, so this is like really pivotal. So they have revised the health consumption rate, adjusting so that some of the consumed health no longer remains as recoverable health. Additionally, when entering the heat state, we have adjusted so that there is a decreased health consumption only, removing situations where there are absolutely no disadvantages to using Kazuma's power. However, the use of the healing powers will not result in a self KO due to health consumption. So basically, June, all those special moves that June has, like her 10 frame Punisher, the up forward 1, the projectile, which is down 1+2, and just all those other moves and combos like routes that she has where she uses some health and get crazy damage. A lot of this health is not going to be some of it will not be recoverable. Like it's actually going to eat up at her, and this is really good because I like what they're doing with that. Like they give her stronger moves in exchange for health, but the thing is, she was able to get all of that back, especially when she was in heat. And all she has to do is just press her heat smash, and all that recoverable health comes back. And she doesn't even have to hit the opponent for it to come back. She just has to press the smash. So I think this is good. That's really monumental. I think it's good because I feel like June is. I've been playing her for a bit. She's fun, but I do get the feeling that she becomes a little brain dead after a while. Just a lot of strings and plus frames, and yeah. So I think that's a good move. I think it'll definitely make June players have to actually think a little bit more and use their brain. King. They haven't really done anything to King. All they done was nerf his damage for his heat smash, which by 4 points, which is not much at all. It's still 60 damage. So, I mean that's something. I guess it needed to have some kind of damage nerf, but I would have thought more. Yeah, let's see. Now I'm gonna go over. I'm going to go over now. I'm going to go over the bears, and then I'm going to go over my character, which is Xiaoyu. Let's go over Xiaoyu first. Yeah. So for Xiaoyu, this is going to be interesting. So her up back 4. So I think that's the move, her whiff punish move, where she does the backflip that puts her into AOP. I believe it's so hard, like looking at it like this. I know what I'm pressing. I know what I play Xiaoyu. It's just, yeah. Or is it up back 3? Damn. Okay, I'm trying. Okay, I'm playing. I like 1. I'm waiting for you to whiff. What is up back 4? Is that, I don't, yeah. It's so hard looking at it like this, but basically they changed the damage from 26 to 20, which is a lot. And I think that's the move she does the backflip into AOP, and then she can combo from that. So they changed that. They definitely nerfed the damage quite a bit on that for that combo route. So nerfed by 6 points, which is a lot. Which, I mean, it hurts, but I mean, it is what it is. What did they buff? Her forward 3. The movement before the attack and hitbox size have been increased primarily to stabilize behavior when using aerial combos. Okay, so that's her combo filler. I think that's good. I don't know exactly what they said there, but I do know that it could be kind of sometimes using forward 3 in combos. Like sometimes depending on the timing, it can kind of get you off axis and the combo just doesn't work. So I guess they fixed that hopefully. What do they nerf here during heat? So her heat. Oh, now this is a move I use a lot. I didn't even look at this. So her forward 2-1-2. So that's where she does her little ender, and then she flaps you in the ground, or like flap you in like a crouching position. The damage has been changed from 23 to 20, and the position of the attack hitbox has been adjusted to prevent attacks from hitting opponents from behind during an ukemi. Okay. And the opponent's state when blocking has been changed from crouching to standing. Yeah, okay. So this is a big nerf. This is really going to affect me because I use that move in heat a lot, and it is very oppressive because after that you could make her go into back turn depending if you hold or not hold the arrow button. But from back turns, you can just do her heat smash, and she'll be in that hypnotist stance, and she could get a good mix up. She could do the mid or the low, which knocks down. If she gets the low, she could get a follow up okizeme, which is the 3+4, which is the front flip. So yeah, that is very oppressive. I mean, it hurts, especially since I use this move so many times. But I guess it's warranted. I'll take it. I mean, they nerfed the other top tiers. Fang still needs to get hit a little bit more, but whatever. Oh, okay. Back 4. That's her. This is her power crush, y'all. I think this is her power crush. That's what that is. I was kind of confused because it's a new move and I'm still trying to get used to using that. So that's gonna hurt a bit though, because that's like one of her enders for her optimal launching combo. Her waning moon combo where you get 79 damage. That's the ender for it. So the fact that decreases the damage quite a lot. So they definitely are hurting her combo damage. Her WoW Rising 2 and her WoW, which is her with one of her WoW Rising moves. The recovery time was reduced by 1 frame. Okay, I guess that's gonna make it a little bit a frame safer, I guess. Well, back facing the opponent. So 1, 2. So that's when she does the elbow and then slap you. The tracking ability after the first attack on a hit has been enhanced to alleviate instances of attacks whipping mid through. So yeah, like the 4-3 filler hit, it is common for some of her attacks to lose tracking. So I guess they fixed that. This is what I really care about, her hypnotist stuff. So her hypnotist 2, which is a move I use a lot. The consumption of remaining heat has been changed from 180 to 240. Okay, so I guess this is going to use more of your heat time. In the 3, oh gosh, this is the one that everyone talks about, which this move is kind of crazy because it's kind of surprising that it's safe on block. But a lot of people actually do low parry it and get a pretty decent combo from it. So the hurt box has been expanded to make it easier to land even with high hitting attacks. The recovery time increased by 1 frame. How is this a nerf? The hurt box has been expanded to make it easier to land, even with high hitting attacks. How is that not a buff? I mean, I must be reading something wrong, but okay. I mean, As long as it's still safe, or not safe, but as long as it's still at -12, that's all I care about. And I want to go with the Bears because the Bears were interesting to me. Oh, Leroy has gotten a lot of nerves, by the way. I think Leroy is like the big winner from this. Look at all that. He's already annoying. But yeah, I want to go over the Bears really briefly just because they really, I don't know what the hell they're thinking right now. So if you look at this one right here, so for Panda during heat, when she does up forward 3+4, so this move can be executed from barrel roll, and the damage has been changed from, so I guess it has 3 hits. It's been changed from 8, 10, 12 to 13, 20, 26. So like almost a 30 point increase in the damage for this move, which the Bears are already really high damage characters, and they're already like super difficult to fight. So what is the rationale? As a result, the total damage with hitting on the ground will go from 21 to 40. Okay. And it seems like the consumption of the heat, you'll consume less heat time. Okay, so that's wow. Did you really need this? And also above that, for Panda during heat, the damage for another move, her heat smash has been changed from 20, 35 to 22, 40. So that's like a 7-point increase. As a result, the total damage we're hitting on the ground would be 44 to 50. We'll go from 44 to 50. So yeah, so it seems like they just, what do they do for Kuma? Kuma has an attack animation that has been altered in his favor. During Bear Sit 1, they increased the damage from 10 to 15. Why are they increasing the damage for all these moves? Like, is this necessary? What is the rationale? I have to see this. Kuma and Panda have been adjusted as characters that lack easy to use lows, but excel at dealing chip damage. By leveraging this special stances, players can compensate for their weaknesses and extinguish recoverable health gauge created by chip damage, thereby expanding their tactical options. Furthermore, considering that Panda had yes usability compared to Kuma in the heat state, adjustments have been made to enhance the performance of her moves during heat. So they gave her a shit ton of damage. I don't think the Bears, they may have a lot of problems on paper, but I don't think damage was one of them. I don't get that. But yeah, these were the patch notes. I know you guys probably have already seen a lot of these. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. I feel like overall this is a pretty solid balanced patch. It gives me hope in the Tekken team that they will, figure this whole situation out and really make this game, not say it's fun, but make it more fun and more fair. I would in the future like to see them nerf the heat system to a degree. Not saying it has to be anything crazy, but I think something with the heat engagers, or I don't know. I feel like it's just such a interrupter of like the whole flow of things. I don't know, but I was thinking maybe even letting us use it like a meter, like we don't have to use it every single round. But but what do I know? But yeah, thanks for watching. What do you guys think of this patch? Does this patch give you hope? Are you satisfied with it? Are you dissatisfied with it? I think overall this is a pretty good patch. It's not perfect. I think it could have gutted Fang a lot more. But as far as June, Dragunov, Azucena, I can't complain. I feel like they did a good job. I feel like they nerfed them pretty good. They're not weak characters now. They still are quite strong, but I feel like it's a lot more fair. I mean, I'm saying that now. Hopefully in practice this also applies. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.